What's up, ladies and germs? How we doing tonight? We're ready to hit the ground running. Hey, thank you for coming, Gobs. We're back. We have to already start thinking about Ninja Turtles somehow. Who's here tonight? We got Chris Chaos. Chaos Cloud, which is different than Chris Chaos. Hello, the Smats. Joseph Stevens, True Yellow, Gobbler. Welcome, everybody. What do you want to get that I'm going to get sheltered by Ghost immediately? No? Okay. My best advice is to close your eyes and think of that. Listen. Out of all the UB sets this year, it's my firm belief that Ninja Turtles, and Hobbit will be the least shit. Okay? That's what I have to cling to, ladies and gentlemen, okay? I can't even remember what the other fucking sets are going to be. The only thing that I can hope for is the least shit set. Alright? That's what we have to go on. Hobbit and Ninja Turtles will be fine. Superheroes and Star Trek, I think, are going to be real stinkers. I think they're going to be real pieces of trash. I don't think anything's going to be Spider-Man level. But compared to those, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's going to be some real rough. There's going to be some real rocky road when it comes to those fucking games. You know what I mean? Comparatively. TMNT, there's demons, there's ninjas, there's samurai. Cool, whatever. Fine. You know what? Fine. I give you that. Star Trek? Guys. Another fucking Omen Paths. They'll never do it. One Piece has their own card game. It'll never happen. I think it would be awesome. It would never happen. One Piece has an increasingly popular card game. So, When is the end of the world or fast black coming up, or require a mono black something to make mythic again? Well, I just put a mono black up, a Morn Song mono black up. I don't know if I'll be able to do end of the world. I might be able to combine end of the world. I might be able to combine end of the world with Morn Song, possibly. But genuinely don't know. But genuinely don't know if it's going to be a real possibility. Hey, what's up, Unibot? Oh yeah, we're back in New York. The most popular plane of Magic, of course, as you guys know. Hey, what's up, Kami the Kami? And of course, who else is here tonight? I don't think Ajani belongs in this deck at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Ajani belongs in this deck. Period. I don't think he has any fucking business in this thing. Yeah, End of the World's a really fun one. I like decks. Did you watch today's podcast, by the way? We've got to sit with the same two decks back to back, which is really boring. Did you watch today's? Because it's very similar. The channel is doing much better under LORWYN Unibot. I had one surprise and one non-surprise last year. Is the channel doing where I would want it to be doing? No, of course not. But I have very high hopes for myself and for the channel, although I am much more comfortable with where we are right now. I was very surprised. Well, I was not surprised at how unpopular Spider-Man was. That one was going to be a real mixed bag. It was going to be the first time in this kind of nebulous space that we ended up in with Spider-Man. I was very surprised at how unpopular Avatar was. Avatar performed extremely poorly, which was also a surprise to me. So that one was another question of, I was genuinely shocked at the poor reception. Spider-Man, not so much. I knew that one was going to be a hard sell. Avatar seemed okay, and nobody fucking watched that shit. So that one it had a really good premiere and then went in the fucking toilet. Yes, I have Hillbilly. I have done a Tree Folk deck. LORWYN seems to have some legs. How you doing, Voltese Falcon? LORWYN seems to have a little bit of legs under it, meaning that people are watching it more consistently, and tuning in every week and wanting to watch the streams. Avatar had like an initial pop, and then right in the fucking toilet again, which was good. Avatar seems to be holding steady. LORWYN seems to be holding steady, holding people's interest, having a little bit more legs under it, which generally means that this is a little bit more popular. So, oh, Kami, you sweet simple child, you poor innocent fool. No, you're never getting any Marvel on Arena ever. It's never gonna happen. You're getting another Omen Paths. This is the same deck again. I just don't want to fight this deck. We had this happen twice. This is the third time we've had this deck. Not only that, you're going to get a Thermoban Path whenever the third fucking Marvel set drops. You will never see a Marvel superhero set on Arena. It'll never happen. Maybe in 10 years, but I doubt it. You're going to see Omen Paths. This year, and maybe next year, too. Just FYI. I need you to mentally prepare for that. I need you to mentally prepare for that one. Avatar, hey, thank you for coming, Jappy. Avatar being dominated by lessons absolutely is a big problem. When you have an unpopular, meta, it's when people leave. Yeah, I thought the Avatar set was fine. I think all things considered, it was perfectly fine. I didn't really have a problem with it. I think that it was probably some of the stuff was, it was tuned weird. Meaning that it was either overtuned or undertuned, so it was a little tricky to get kind of just right. But overall, I didn't really have an issue with it. Probably whenever the preview is. Whenever the preview is, we'll probably get most of it. Honestly, I thought that people would like Omen Paths more than Spider-Man, but that ended up not being the case. They did not communicate it correctly, and they did not communicate it well enough to indicate what exactly was going on. So people didn't know what the fuck, which one was the other. It was very confusing to communicate two sets of cards. It was nice seeing in-universe sets. It was nice having it. It was nice revisiting, you know, you went to Thunder Junction, you saw some cool stuff, and we had Ixalan cards and blah, 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 blah. That was all well and good. But it confused the shit out of people. I know for a fact from the mechanical end of it, people just did not like it. Hey, Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. Okay, let's do this. I thought it was a nice negotiation, and you also had people that you could say to people, hey, if you didn't like Omen Paths, here is your way out of it. Here is your method of not having to deal with Omen Paths. I mean, here's your method of not having to deal with Spider-Man, you know. You're in a better situation, you know. However, it just did not translate. Tuesday, we're probably going to do an alchemy stream. Wait, the third or the... Yeah, the third. Tuesday, we'll probably do an alchemy stream for y'all. We'll probably do a day stream of alchemy release and buy a little pack of that. So, be aware of that. Yeah, it is quite annoying that we need two names for everything. It is quite irritating. But you know, they said it's worth it, which in my opinion, I don't think it is. Yeah, I might get that. I also have to draft this. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Uh-oh, got too aggressive, Bubby. Got too aggressive. Got too aggressive with me, man. All right, we're finally up on the board. All right, let's make some tweaks for this. The Alchemy Bundle's not bad. You do get golden packs from it. I definitely am going to do that one, that the blotfly infestation one. I have to do that one. Let's get rid of fucking Ajani. Ajani does not belong in this. Let's see what we got here. Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. Unibot, how you doing, man? Buggy man, Buggy man, Buggy man, Buggy man. Let's take a look here. Moonshaker Cavalry. Let's try this. Went to Platinum Alchemy today. What'd you use this, Max? All right, let's try this. All right, let's do this. Boom. Hey, look at that. Here's kind of the problem with a deck like this, in my humble opinion, is that we end up just getting outgunned so quickly. You really do get just fucking outgunned that fast nowadays. Just nobody. You're just look at that. Look at that. How are you supposed to beat that? Do you know what I mean? How are you supposed to outgun that in current day? You can't. Basically, is the answer. Is you're not able to. You basically have to be that fast or that preventative. You don't really have a choice in the matter. You have to be that fast or that preventative. And that quickly. Let's see what we got here. I think we're still dead. We could win on the kickback. We could win on the kickback. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. No, I think we're pretty much still dead. Because he's going to pump. Well, can he do 26? He'll get 4 on 4 on 4 there. It'll be +4 across the board. Yeah, we're pretty much dead, because if we don't block, we die. 16 and 9 is... Oh, wait, hold on. 16 and 9 is 25. I think we got him by 1. I think we got him by 1 here, folks. Yeah, we got him by 1. I counted us out too soon here. Yep, look at that. Machine gunned him. There we go. You still think Oroids was a mistake? It's hard to say, man. It really is hard to say. Oroids is good. Is Oroids as good without fucking Badgermal? Hey, thank you doing, PG Kako. Oh, look, a pack. Let's go crack that pack open and get a mythic rare wild there. Boop, 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 boop. What do we got? Mirror Mine Crown. Alright. We did math us a little bit there. I should be more optimistic, right? Should be a little bit more optimistic. Bo, 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 bo. True. What do you guys think of the mono black today? The Morn Song, huh? That sure was a deck. Oof. Skibbity yeah, bro. I think I got a mulligan that. That's too slow. Keep, sure, man. We'll get rid of Iomodanes. Some of them a bitch. Enters tapped here. Let's do you. Let's do Sunbillow. Uh-oh. We have an instant spell he can run here. Yeah, no good. Peachy Kako. Rest in peace. Fine enough. I'm not using my graveyard. Fair enough, bub. On a Bakal. Woo. You. Sweeper. Overlord. Very nice. We'll do you. Very nice. We'll swing. All right, now he needs the board wipe. There it is. Ailmerks. Okay. Equals to 3. Oh, that didn't work the way I thought. Boom. Who, hey, what's up, Asmaran? Who didn't expect the board wipe, by the way? Who didn't expect it? I expected it. There it is. Another sweeper for us. Oh, he hit off on it? No? Let's see what we got here. Okay. There we go. Got him. All right. Who said that? Vendetta? Which Vendetta? Ultimate Vendetta? Surely there were banned Cutter and Pioneer sideboarding for Radigato. It's such a fascinating. Hey, what's up, Bye Tune? I ain't seen you in a few days. Welcome to the go. Hey, Jesus Contreras, how you doing, man? Welcome. Right. We'll go for this one. D for Denvetta. The ancient one. I'm so confused as to what you're talking about. I am so genuinely confused as to what you're talking about, Asmaran. Hey, Trex. We adjusted Fire Trex and we're doing a little better. We adjusted fire here, and we're coming in a little bit better here. We needed to change tact slightly, but Ajani has no business in this deck. Ajani has no business. We added a few things. I adjusted the levels of things. Ajani is such a fucking dupe card in this deck, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, Ajani is a complete waste of space. And also, he doesn't belong in this deck. Bazinga! I also added Champion of the Klatchkin because we kind of had a a night theme going, you know. Verdict Core. Alright, this guy's trying to do demons. If he does a sweeper, it's gonna suck. If we get a mana, we're gonna pop up. Nope. He's gonna do demons. He's not gonna let us have a single card. We're gonna leave. Well, hold on. Let's do this first. He could have a lot more fucking stuff here. On a Pakal, 1,000 Moons. Okay. This guy is just doing full. Everything is destroyed, and I run Verdict Core and Demons. Is the name of his deck. Oh, look, it's Washington. Look at that. Probably another sweeper. Oh, no, it wasn't. Okay. All right. Okay. Exile and transform. He's gonna look. What did he get? You move 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. I owe my soul to the company store. How much are we going to be going in? He can't block for 5 there. Put 2 page. Boom. He's looking. They'll all be 4/4s. If I do this. They'll all be 5/5s. I think we got him here. Yep. There we go. I quite appreciate the list. You play a myriad of completely different deck lists all the time. Yes! I know people have their favorite J-Villain deck, and I know people do like occasionally me to stick to this, or they want me to run a favorite hit, but the pleasure of this game to me is trying out different stuff over and over and over again. Hey, Mystic Knight, how you doing? Welcome to another banger, a Black Council podcast. Thank you. Have you become a member of the Black Council podcast? A specific council member? So you can join the exclusive Discord and see early access to the videos. That is an option. We had a fun time. It was really funny because Numbskull had some of the hardest fucking matchups of the game, and I had pretty easy ones. And I was in Mythic, and he was in fucking like Plat 1. So he was in Plat Hell, and it really showed its fucking colors because he was fighting for his fucking life every game, and I washed 2 people and then lost 1. So it was kind of it was very humorous. It was very humorous in that regard. But I think his MMR is completely fucked too, like he said. So a demi's not bad. Yeah, that's I do recommend a demi on a sideboard a lot. You know, Cutter's an insane card. It's still odd that Cutter even exists because it's just a wild card, man. No pun intended. Mill 2 cards. He can mill himself there. He has the option. He's going to mill himself. He got nothing. That goes in. Tapped and attacking. Boom. This guy, if he doesn't have a... I don't think there exists a wipe that's going to help him right now. Yeah, he's cooked. Too fast. I uploaded an anti-Doomsday deck in your Discord. Anti-Doomsday? Are you getting Doomsday enough that it needs an answer? Is that happening on such a frequent level that you need an answer to it? Anti-Doomsday Standard. Interesting. Okay, Swashbuckler's Whiff. Day of the Black Sun. Anti-Doomsday. Golgari. I like what you're cooking here. Legit, this is one of the first decks you've shown me where I'm excited about. Asmoran, you usually fucking run Bant, and you want me to fucking run Bant. This looks spicy. I like this. It won a PT? Oh, okay. Yeah, Sultai Reanimator is the fucking worst to deal with. Let's say... Soldier? No, I don't watch the PT. I don't care about competitive Magic very much. To my detriment, I think. I get all my information filtered through Numbskull. This is cool. It's just UB Demons. I mean, GB Demons. GB Demons. GB DBs. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, hopefully we get a mana. If we get a mana, we're gonna be fine, I think. I might have to adjust that. Did Doomsday? Did people run Doomsday? I didn't even notice. Oh yeah, here's the stuff. This is the stuff right here. This is the stuff. Yeah, that's what we live for right there, boys and ghouls. That's what we live for right there, boys and ghouls. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. 3 mana. Doomsday won the PT. I am so out of the loop on PT. I don't even know what that was. Doomsday, whatchamacallit? I love that deck. Wait, what the fuck? Where is it? Can somebody link me to the deck that won? I don't know the fuck how to find it. Cravo Doomsday? Oh, nice. I'll have to go back to it. I'll have to do my version. Yeah, that is one thing about Doomsday that is very enjoyable, is that it will ruin lessons. Dredge, Insight. I might have to run a Doomsday and then an anti-Doomsday. That might be the play. That might be the fucking play here. Because I love Doomsday. I love Doomsday. Oh, God, it's so good. It's so good. It is simply too good. To quote... to quote fucking the driving crooner. It is simply too good. Doomsday Excruciator, I'm assuming you're telling me, and not the Doomsday from fucking 30 years ago, correct? Or 25 years ago, rather. Yeah, that's the stuff right there. Yeah, the fucking Excruciator. I do this! I do the Insatiable Avarice and Doomsday. I ran this deck fucking so long ago, man. I ran fucking something exactly like this so fucking long ago, bro. I don't want to say I came up with this deck, but I've done this combo repeatedly. I don't know. I cannot, in good conscience, claim that I'm the originator of it, but my God, I've ran this deck a bunch of fucking times. The Doomsday Avarice, I used to run that with Sheldred and absolutely fuck people in half. It was so fun. Oh man, it's so fun. Deceit, huh? Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, I might have to do both. I might have to run both of them here. Doomsday is legit an underrated card. Legitimately one of the most underrated cards out there. Alright, let's see. I know, we all miss Sheldred. I know. We all miss Sheldred. You move 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. Boom, boom. Doomsday isn't mill. That's what's funny about it. Well, I mean, technically it is. Well, no, not really. It just gets rid of everything. I like Doomsday because I think it's funny to make people completely doomed. You're basically utterly and completely doomed when Doomsday hits the board. You're gonna die. It's gonna happen. You can choose the nature of how you want it to happen, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You dying will occur at some point. Now, how you want that to go down is going to be your choice ultimately. But it will happen. You will lose the game. Especially the force draw off of it. Ah, so funny. You force draw people with fucking Doomsday. Ooh. Yes, Sheldred, as much as... That's why people hated Sheldred. Because she was an apex predator. She... All that insanity that... all that insanity that people brought to the game of drawing 500 fucking cards. Sheldred was just like, okay, you can draw all the cards you want. It's gonna really hurt. It's gonna hurt real bad. Real bad. Which was a fantastic look for her. I miss Sheldred so much. Shelt by Delt. Who's he going to grab out of there? He's going to grab one of my Shelt by Delts. He's going to get that one. Boom. Okay. Resolve. Double fucking Oculus here. Double fucking Oculus. Boof. Boof. Double Oculus for your pleasure. On a Pakal, 1,000 Moons. We're gonna put all power to the engines here. I think we're fucked no matter what, but eh. Hey, what's up, Summer? I think we're fucked no matter what here. Too many fucking Oculuses immediately. Tough deck. Tough deck, man. Very tough deck. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 doop, doo. Two and two. Listen, I'm happy at a 3-win on a draft. I'll be honest with you. I'm happy with a 3-banger on a draft. That's more than I need. That's more than I need is a 3-banger on the draft. I'd like a 4 or a 5, but if I go 3-3, I consider it a fucking victory because I'm so fucking bad at drafting. Because I'm so abysmally bad at drafting that I'll consider that a win. Hey, there's Klatchkin. We haven't had Klatchkin out yet. We went on quite a run here. We got 7 wins. Let's see if this gets killed. Nowhere to run. It does get killed. I think probably one of the most consistent things that we're gonna see going forward with these with decks, with just deck building in general, is basically you have to have 1 or 2 removals immediately because of this shit. Look at this shit. If you can spend the first 3 turns denying board state, you can pretty much sew up a win. You can pretty consistently sew up a win. Do nothing. Boom. And I see that. Look at that. That's insane. That's insane. Enters tapped. They don't ever need to do anything except kill every creature I put down, and they could just win with Hired Claw doing 2 damage a turn. And I have a genuine feeling that that's what's going to happen. I have a genuine feeling that that is what's going to happen here. They're simply going to remove every single card that I put down. Yep. And they can win that way. I can't even get Klatchkin down because he requires a different mana cost. So, 5 removals. What can a man do? If the first 5 cards you play get killed, what can you do? There's Ballyrush. Ballyrush, total fucking fitness here. Boom. Boom. Probably has a removal. He has 2 cards in his hand, so probably a removal. I would imagine so. This appears to be what his deck is. We'll leave no damage. Oof. No, you can absolutely secure crazy wins just by killing everything that comes down. War leaders. Let's do this. He's got some sort of instant in his hand. I don't know what it is, but it's something. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do that. Boom. Go to 9. Alright, that does 1 and 2. Boom. Pop. Chicka chop. But do up. Cheerio. But do up. Okay. That works. Hey, what's up, Angel Wings? I actually wasn't really complaining. I was saying that it's a sound practice. You can win a game. You can win a game just by removing the first fucking 4 cards that go down. It beats a lot of meta. Boop, 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 boop. What do you mean? Oh my goodness, it's Carlo. Hello. Listen, there's a reason that I fucking play Shelter by Ghost. Removing is insanely good. Again, you can just win the game by removing the first fucking 5 things that anybody plays. Hello, JD Carlo, welcome. Boop 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 boo. Do 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 do. Alright, let's do this. Let's do Bally Rush. Bally Total Fitness. Pop. Plop. Everybody misses Sheldred. Okay, land. Boom. Okay, so this is either going to be a sweeper or an exile. Which one do we want to bet that's going to pop up? United? That's fine. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. What a deep philosophical things. Abby Normal has been so much to fun. Yeah, I know. I love Abby Normal. Abby Normal's such a fun deck, man. What are you running over there, Carlo? How was your evening? You running Pro Tour decks or what? I think Jay's Black Faster and Orzhov Skellies are the best decks. If I had to go best of one, I would go with those. Yeah, I think Black Faster is probably the best thing I have. I'm Ron Burgundy. I think Black Faster is by far the most that fucking breeze to Mythic. I got 22 wins in a row with Black Faster. If that tells you any any level of power level with it. Black Faster is insanely powerful. Take that, artifacts. Yeah, no, Black Faster puts so much pressure on the board so quickly that it's very hard for people to respond. Again, going back to what I said about removal, if you can remove the first 4 cards of the game as soon as I play them, yeah, you can take control of whatever I'm doing. And again, I might be irritated by it, but listen, if you're trying to win games, that's sound logic. I can acknowledge the fact that things are a really good strategy and also be irritated by them. I don't think they're mutually exclusive ideas. Is it better than the Selesnya aggro version? Hey, what's up, Gert1984? Literally Gert1984. Abby Normal's really fun too. Any kind of aggro right now really kind of gets under people's skin. Especially the trick between Black Faster is that it's reanimator aggro. The fact that you can, no matter how many times they kill stuff just keeps coming back and fighting again is one of the most strategical advantages that you have with Black Faster, because there's just no getting rid of whatever I'm doing. It's constant. Ooh, speaking of which, speaking of no getting rid of whatever I'm doing, it's constant. Let's try Abby Normal, Arabelle. Boom. He's gonna pump. He's gonna kill. Yeah, good stuff. Let's do this. Let's do Bally Rush Total Fitness here. Yeah, Sunset Saboteur is a really good card that genuinely I don't know if people play that much, man. Do people play this frequently? You know? Because it can do this. That's part of the problem. I don't often see this card played against me, which is let's do Soldier. So let's do Kithkin Sentry. Let's do this. Let's get rid of you. Okay. He could have more removal. He's played a lot of removal already, but we'll see what pops. Ooh. Okay. Let's do Kithkin. Boom. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I expected an Unholy. Ooh, we're getting hit again here. Oof. Okay. Mana is quickly becoming a problem. Oh, okay. So the game just said, hey, Jay, what if you lose? What if you lose? Jay, we have an interesting supposition for you, Jay. What if in the first 14 cards of the deck, you drew 7 mana? What if you just fucking lost like a fucking chump? How do you feel about that, Jay? How do you feel about drawing 50% lands or drawing 5 or 6 lands in a row? Do you feel good about that? Is that something that you'd be interested in joining our Draw 50 Lands in a Row program? Because we'd like to enroll you as quick as we could into our Draw 50 Lands in a Row program. I think it's really going to be at your level. Black Faster, I don't think there's much you can do to make Black Faster better. Genuinely, I don't know if there's a card right now that is going to add to it. Maybe the only thing that maybe you can add instead of Stab, do the other one that's called what's that shit called? It's called hexing whatchamacallit. Hexing however the fuck you want to say it. That's the only addition that I would say. Unrequiting Hex. Yeah, there you go. Hexing Requisition. Rexing Hexquisition. Sexing Sexhibition. No, that's not right. Twilight Diviner, maybe. That's a hard call to put Twilight Diviner in it. That's a really tough call to put that in. Behold the Kithkin, boom, bop, chicka chop, but doo wop. Boom, okay. You challenged me? Oh, okay. Sure, I'll get to you in a minute. Deep fucking cavern value there. You would think so. I'll tell you this, Maltese Falcon. You would think that's the case, but nope. As a matter of fact, no. You will still have land problems. Because I'm Jay Villain. He needs a wipe or he's going to lose the game. He needs a wipe or he's going to lose the game. How did Black Faster not work for you, man? That is wild. That is wild to hear. That is so crazy to hear. Thank you for following Bloodvein. Ooh. Good board wipeage right there. Solid. Do that. Thank you for following. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have put 50 lands in my deck. Yeah, we're fucked now. Black Sun killed us. Black Sun 100% killed us. Ba, 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 ba. That was a fucking hero top deck right there. There's no doubt about it. It was a fucking 100% heroes top deck. And I said it. I said, they either have a hero top deck or they fucking lose the game. We're just going to move on. Thank you for following Oop Doulahan. Welcome to the show. Boof, boof. No kidding, Blackfaster won 22 times in a row. Oh man, that's not a very good opener. Ops goes first. I gotta put pressure on the board too quickly here. Hey, what's up, Sydney? I'm running 23 lands, and the first one was like, Mulligan, I got 4. 23, I was like, yeah, this is what it feels to be like Jay. Yeah, you got the full Jay experience right there, Sydney. You 100% got the full J experience. I'm trying to follow. Is there many unknown cards in your deck? But the tool that shows the card mouse over doesn't work. Yeah, I don't have that on my... It never works. No matter what I do on my channel, that plugin will never work. I don't know why. I don't know why mysteriously. I've had several other streamers work on it. I don't know what's going on, but you do have this. You do have this one that shows that. There, Asmaran. We are currently filming a video. Video filming does not stop until video filming is done. I'm sorry, Asmaran. Video filming does not stop for any reason. You will get there. Don't worry. A couple more games, we will get it in. And I got a deck just for you. But video filming never stops. It never stops, never stoppings. Okay. Boom. Okay, now what are they going to do? Do. Oh, yeah. Just for you. It's called Asmarant. It's called Asmercant. Yeah, that's the one. Count on luck. Very nice. I'm gonna exile the top card here. Whatever. Do that. Asmer can't. It's funny. Asmer can't. It's a good joke. Good job, Jay. Thanks, Jay. All right, let's see what he blasts off here. Let's see what he blasts off here on me. Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. Drifty, how you doing? Boom. Boom. Add four mana. Okay. Flame Bender. 2, Soulbright Seeker. Champion of the Paths, no. That's not enough, there's too much. And take him out, Arabelle. There you go. Nice. Good recovery. Good recovery on that one. All right, Asmoran. Literally begging for it. Begging for it. Hey, look, Black Faster. Why not? I like the Shield Elf Monument deck, but it's not busted. Shield Elf, I haven't done anything with Shield Elf yet. I might have to do a Reanimator Shield Elf. Do you want my deck? What do you mean, your deck? James Wade, how you doing? Grozcore, did I say hello? No, I don't care. Leonin Muniz. Oh my god, Asmoran. That's your profile pic? SMH. You can't even imagine how SM etching my H right now. Somehow that's just the most Asmoran thing. Llanowar Elves. Okay, let's do this. Push. Boom. Badger Mole? Probably Badger Mole. Cottage. Good wattage to your cottage. Mosswood Dread Knight. Boom. Okay. Draw, lose one. That's why it's black faster, folks. Because it's black. and because it's faster. Oh, hey, Mosswood. Soul Guide Lantern. Exile Graveyard. They should have never gave Black haste.
Kill him. Sick him. Demons. Suck his life out. I don't give a shit.
That one was for free, Asmaran. I had a fucking flawless hand. What were you trying to show me a deck? Were you trying to illustrate it to me, what it can do? Because I really didn't give you a chance. I kind of beat you real hard because you talk a lot of shit. All right. I'll tell you what, I'll owe you another one because you didn't get to show your deck. Not tonight though, later. I won't clear that one because you didn't even really get to show me what you were planning to do or how your deck worked. I mostly just beat the shit out of you really quick. Boop, 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 boop. Was that the deck that you had showed me before, Asmaran? The one that you sent over? Or was it a different one? You must have had a really bad hand too, by the way. That sucks. I feel bad. Perchance. Oh, was that Anti-Doom? You can't just say perchance. Do 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 do. Indubitably. Nobody says indubitably anymore, and I think they should. Perchance they should. Perchance they should say indubitably. Guys, that's why Black Faster is the GOAT. Do you see how much aggressive pressure it puts down? Like, right away. Like, how terrible the pressure that thing puts down on the deck gets. It just shits out cards that are constantly pushing on you. It's really wild. Indubitably. Ergonomics, first time chatter. He joined us because I said indubitably. That's pretty awesome right there. I like that. I'm glad that you joined us just because I said indubitably. I don't know why the game cut off there. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna quit. There you go. Do 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 do. How many? Wait, hold on. How many removals in your hand do you usually get? How many do you normally run? Can you say that again for the... Four to 20. Let's do this. This is not a good hand. Let's do this right away. Behold the Kithkin, scare. Boros, but he hasn't done anything yet. No, I'm wrong. It's Mardu, but he hasn't done anything yet. Okay, we're gonna line ourselves up for a Kinscare into an Inomadanes. United Battlefront, interesting. What's he gonna grab here? Pinnacle Star Cage. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Doesn't matter. He's dead anyways. Put down Kinscare. Get him, sheepies. These little sheepies are gonna get him, okay, guys? These little lammies. These little lammy jammies are gonna get him. They're gonna get him real spicy like. Go, lambs. Go, my lamb army. Kill this guy. Thank you, lamb army. Indubitably. Indubitably. Mardu nothing. Oh, go my army of little sheepies. Okay, I go first. Oof. Alright, let's do Ballyrush. Ballyrush Total Fitness. Kinscare to Ballyrush. Ajani's. Ooh, that's gonna be a tough one. Let's do you. Let's do you. Behold the Kithkin, that one. Okay, let's hold steady. Johnny's. Boom, gain 2 life. Boom, boom. Okay, he's gonna go in. No attacks, I'll take it. Boom, boom. We will do Kinscare. We will do that. Hold the Kithkin, that one. Do that one. Okay, so next turn we'll do Karl followed by Iomodanes, and I think we'll be able to pummel him out. As long as he doesn't play 2 Sheltered by Ghosts, I think we're fine. If he plays 2 Sheltered by Ghosts, we're in trouble, because that sucks. Essence Channeler. I don't think he's going to be able to resist attacking us. The siren call of swinging for all that sweet, juicy damage is just too much for him. It's too overwhelming. That's 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm gonna block 1 just to be safe. Just to be safe. I don't trust that he doesn't have an instant that's gonna do something ludicrous. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Holmes thinks he's good. He's not good. Yep, too much. That's what we call overloading the line. That's what we call overloading the line. Oh my goodness, it's Numbskull. He's been subscribed for 4 years. That's pretty wild when you think about it. That's called overloading the line, ladies and gentlemen. That's called they can't handle all that good schmeat. All right, one more win here, and we're gonna get our dailies done. This just needed a little J-Villain adjustment. Man, that's a tough call. I'll take it. Let's do that. We can't put Kinsbane down yet. Mardu nothing. Soldier. Knee foot. Okay, intimidation tactics. Ooh, bold opening here. Rich and bold, spicy opening. Let's say, Soldier. Let's do that. So tell us more about Deceit, Numbskull. I'm curious. Boom. Three for one, Demir. The agony of deceit. Thank you for following Fade to Perfect. Welcome. I feel like you had already followed me at some point and are back. Monument Breaker, good. I figured he's just gonna have kill cards in this. Yeah. We kind of got screwed by having a no Kithkin for Kinsbale. Belly Rush, Banneret. Boom. Boom. Okay. See how much kill cards he's got here. Probably got a lot of them. It's probably got a lot of them. If I had to guess. If I were a rich man. Oh, look at it. Looky here. Well, looky here. Look at this. Look at this tough motherfucker here, man. Look at this dude. Okay. Let's go for you. Boom, boom. Let's do that. Unholy Annex. It's gonna suck. Probably direct removal. Yeah. Cool. Comeback of the century. Comeback of the millennium. Thanks to Shelter. No, probably not. Nope. Nothing we can do there. Not bad, though. I do appreciate the resilience that it showed. I do appreciate the resilience. All right, we got our dailies. We got our dailies and we got one rank. That's more than enough for what we need for tomorrow. By the way, if you haven't seen today's Mono Black Aria, it's real good. It's real good. Okay, perfect. You already got to start saving for Ninja Turtles, bros. Ninja Turtles in 4 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ninja Turtles in 5 weeks. So I got 10,000 in 5 more weeks. That means I'm only going to have 50. Which means a lot of things. All right, folks. I am pretty happy with kind of a Night Ship deck here. Night Ship tokens, pretty good. I think there's a way to put more Knights in this to be even spicier and to be even more interesting. Kithkins is one of the more interesting decks that we have available to us. One of the more interesting combos. Really powerful cards in Kithkins, and to be honest with you. And I think that you could actually enhance this to even a bigger standard if you wanted it. You could get even crazier with it, which, hey, I recommend it, man. He's right for this deck, as a matter of fact. Let's get rid of that. Let's do a wreck, and let's do a get lost. Boom. How you doing, a Big Mac? A singular Big Mac. Thank you for coming by, singular Big Mac. I do appreciate it. One singular sensation, every little step she takes. Do 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 do. Angel Wings, did you say you lived in Japan? By the way, am I crazy in saying that and thinking that? Okay. Me and Snow are planning a trip to Japan. We're actively booking tickets and such. Which is yeah, we're gonna be going there. I definitely want to check out some of the card shops in Japan. I know Magic is fairly popular there. Snow is expecting a good bonus. You're playing your Vivid. Oh, yeah. Mono green. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Vivid is ludicrous. If you hit the turn 4 in Vivid, you basically just win the game. It's just an auto win button. Now, you might not always hit it, but what you will do is always fucking do something crazy. Yeah, we're definitely half the reason that Snow wants to go to Japan is so she can spend $1,000 in Akihabara. So yeah, she can just buy a fucking full-size suitcase and just load it with crap from fucking Akihabara. Is there a color that's good to start playing games to get currency? I've tried some of the color challenges and found green the easiest. You're very new to Magic. So your best bet is to, if you find green the easiest, if you vibe with green, try to find a good mono green deck that you vibe with. Mono green landfall is very powerful right now. It's pretty simple and it's very powerful. Mono red is pretty easy. Actually, mono red kind of fell out of favor. Mono white life gain is good. Mono white life gain is perfectly fine. Mono black aggro is also very good. But if you really do vibe with green Stompy, I would go for the mono green landfall. It is a little expensive to start building to get the cards you need, but overall not that bad. I'll give you my landfall mono green to just kind of see where you fall on it, and it is very meta and it'll absolutely work. In case you really want to do it. So yeah, let me show you. Let me try to find a good mono green landfall for you. Might be Titanfall, might be the best bet. Yeah, Titanfall probably is going to be your best bet. You can, of course, adjust it from Titanfall, but it just has the best green landfall and pump cards that there are. Let me send it to you. Give that a shot if you can. Yeah, enchantments, Orzhov enchantments. He's new. I don't want to send him to 3 colors right away. Yeah, then you'll want land. You can start looking at landfall. Welcome to the game, Bryu. Aggro Wine Enchantment is good. That's a little more complicated for a brand new player, but it is good. Yeah, that was a crazy powerful. The Vivid, it came out like Saturday. Yeah, yesterday. Well, yeah, Saturday's yesterday. Technically, it's Monday. I'll be one of those people. That one is pretty good. Do Discord? I got you. Just do exclamation Discord. Oof, there you go. We're gonna get to these shaky breaky here now. We're gonna shake it and quite possibly even break it, boys and ghouls. All right. Oh, yes, I do have a good economy video, too. All right, let's get going here. Sorry, I was just trying to deal with something real quick. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, the turn 2 Valdon. Yeah, the arena economy video, just search my channel, you'll find it. It's pretty easy to find. Or if somebody wants to pull it up and link it for you, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that as well. Here we go. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because tonight we are running Boros tokens with a splish splash of knights. Yeah, believe it or not, we actually got a cool knight in fuck that up. I almost said Elspeth Eclipsed. It's LORWYN Eclipsed. Take 2. I need to reset my brain a little bit. I had a long weekend. Did we glitch for a second, by the way? That's why I'm kind of wondering, because I was looking at my internet, and the internet seems like it's weird. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured happened. Okay, hopefully it's better now. All right, here we go. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do, because we're running Boros Kithkin Knights and Soldiers, believe it or not. They actually added a decent knight in the Kithkin, and I wanted to do this kind of go wide. I've been thinking about it, and coming to the rescue for us, of course, big friend of the channel, Trexodactyl, gave me this deck, which I've modified ever so slightly to really do the Knights go wide on this with a bunch of cool combat tricks to really get aggressive and knock out your opponent quick. So before we get down into it, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button. Because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. So go ahead and do that, and go down in the description and check out Trexodactyl's stream. He makes some crazy brews, so check him out. Big shout out to him for the deck. So what are we talking about? Well, it'll look familiar to a previous kind of knight or soldier Kithkin kind of token stuff. We really kind of fleshed it out and just tightened it down with a couple of cool tricks here. Kinsbale Aspirant has been growing on me, especially because it's a growing card, especially in these token decks that put a lot of creatures out onto the board. Those kind of situations, it just gets stronger and better. You do need to behold a Kithkin to pay it. Basically, it needs to be 2 more, or normally you can get it out for 1 white. We have a lot of Kithkin where it's usually not a problem. We have Ballyrush and Kinscare along with Champion of the Klatchkin, which is decent. So it's generally not an issue to cast that. You usually can get down turn 1, and it'll get bigger and bigger and bigger the more aggressive we get with the deck. For removal, we're just going to go with Sheltered. We're going to make it easier on ourselves. We're trying to move quick here. I'm not going to rely too heavily on removal. We didn't need it that much, although you could put something like Get Lost in there if you wanted. Sheltered is just going to be super aggressive and life-gaining as we go. We're also going to have Arabella, Abandoned Doll, because you are going to have a lot of small creatures. You're going to have a lot of small attackers and a lot of attack triggers that'll really, really help get this wide and just get that extra bonus damage in. So Arabella, being a legendary creepy artifact creature doll, is not a bad one right there. Not a Kithkin, but just a good way to just siphon life off our opponent and have a early threat on the board. Now for the Kithkin, here's where your soldiers come in, and then we're going to talk about your knights. Ballyrush Banneret, we're doing a full army here. Ballyrush Banneret is going to be the Kithkin soldier. It's going to make all soldiers and Kithkin 1 less, which is really good because we have soldiers and we have Kithkin, so it's going to make them all cheaper to get into the board right there. A 2/1 really lets you fill the board aggressively with a lot of cards and makes them cheap. This is from Foundations, believe it or not. Now, one of the new cards that I absolutely love and absolutely has lived up to the hype is Kinscare Sentry. If you know how to line this card up well enough, it will absolutely hit people very, very hard here. And this is going to be our biggest strategy, is getting the Kinscare Sentry out early or effectively and getting its trigger off right away. 1 white and 1 2/2 first strike and lifelink. Whenever it attacks, you may put a creature card with mana value X or less from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking, where X is the number of attacking creatures you control. Super effective. Now, here's the fun thing about this guy. What we want to bring in is going to change what we do. The main thing, we want the soldiers to summon the knights. That's kind of going to be the goal. That's what's been super effective for me. When the soldiers summon the knights, they hit so much harder. So if you get Kinscare going in and he attacks if 3 people are attacking, You have Iomedane's Recruiter immediately hitting the board. Everybody gets +1/+1 across the board, and the attack is way stronger than anybody expected it to be. They're not expecting a whole nother card to pop down and for pump +1/+1 across the board to all the power, especially if you're going in with a swarm of tokens and stuff like that from something like Anna Pakal or Dollmaker's Shop. That is really aggressive. The other thing that we have here is Champion of the Klatchkin. Okay, this is a 1 white and 3. Not only is this flash, can this flash in whenever you want, you have to behold Kithkin. Behold means you show it and exile it. To behold a Kithkin, choose a Kithkin from your hand and reveal it, or Kithkin card. And then exile it. So you have to get rid of a Kithkin, behold it, and get rid of it to get this guy out. There's a way around that, though. That's only if you're casting that spell, okay? The fun thing about Kithkin's Kinscare Sentry is that if you swing in with enough creatures, you swing in with 4 creatures, Champion of the Klatchkin goes down immediately. He just plops down and gives all of the Kithkin you have in the board, Ballyrush, Kinscare, and Aspirant. Boom, everybody gets the +1/+1 pump that they're not expecting. So that's a way to use the soldiers to summon the knights. They call the cavalry, and boom, you get the hit right there, either with Iomedanes or with Champion of the Klatchkin. You can also, if you want to hit creatures, you can also do trained troops and get 2/2 knights. That's a great way to set up the next attack if you're going to go really wide. It's also a great way to trigger off your War Leader's Call right there. We're going to have Dollmaker's Shop as another 2-drop, 1 white and 1. Whenever non-toy creatures attack, you get a 1/1 toy artifact. That's a great way to flesh out the amount of creatures that are attacking to hit Kinscare, because it attacks and you can line your triggers up so that Dollmaker's Shop goes first and then Kinscare goes afterwards. So Dollmaker's Shop hits, then Kinscare goes. You'll be attacking with however many you have. Your number goes up so you can get a bigger creature out. Of course, Porcelain Gallery is a win con. Creatures have the base power and toughness and number of creatures you control. If you attack with 6 creatures, they're all 6/6s. Not a lot of people can tolerate an onslaught like that. Enduring Innocence. Normally I don't run it because, I hate card draw, but 2 white and 1 2/1 lifelink, and it gives you card draw for all of these creatures coming up, keeps a steady flow of cards in your hand, and increases that lifelink. That lifelink is super handy for survivability. Between Sheltered, Kinscare, and Enduring Innocence, we gain a lot of life with this deck. Iomedanes we already talked about. Anna Pakal is a great soldier. 1 white and 1 red and 1. Really like that this is reduced. The price of Ballyrush reduces the price of this to just Boros 1/2. And whenever you attack non-gnome creatures, put a 1/1 counter, then X number of colorless gnomes attack as well. This is another great combo play. Again, if you go in, you swing in with Kinscare, you trigger at probably a Dollmaker's and an Anna Pakal. You have 3 or 4 creatures attacking. Boom, you bring in your Klatchkin, you bring in your Iomedane, everyone gets that plus bonus, and you hit really hard with that for Anna Pakal. And if we're going to be putting a lot of creatures onto the board, we might as well get a War Leader's Call on there, do Aurelia's thing, 1 white, 1 red, and 1. Creatures you control get +1/+1, and whenever a creature you control enters, this enchantment deals 1 damage to each opponent. So really solid token generation, again, triggering off soldiers and knights. Cool combinations right there, and I really like the ability. The one thing that gets them all the time is that they don't expect a big pump to go down. Either with the knights hit those pumps on the swing in, and they're just not expecting. They think, I got enough blockers. I'll have enough. The damage isn't going to be that bad, and guess what? The damage is that bad. As far as lands go, we have to have an Abandoned Air Temple. Great way to pump up across the board of whatever we're doing. Inspiring Advantage, Sacred Foundry, Sunbillow Verge. 3 Cavern of Souls. You choose Soldier, Kithkin, and Knight, you're good to go. You have all of your things covered right there. Kith Knights, that's what we're looking at right there. The stats, 27 creatures, 14 Kithkin, 5 Knights, and 11 soldiers on that. 3 artifacts, 13 enchantments, 24 altogether. Lands on a 2.7 average. Do you want to cut a land? I felt like I was land starved most of the time. I did flood occasionally, but I felt like this is a little bit of a more expensive deck. You do want to play multiple cards a turn. Like, for example, one of the best plays that you can do is do a Kinscare into an Iomedanes. So you immediately have a Kinscare attacking with a +1 across the board. So you do a Kinscare into Iomedanes, swing with 4 creatures, and add a Klatchkin. Yeah, you're doing big things right there. So that is a really cool combo. We're going to talk about the sideboard. We're going to talk about Get Lost. Requisition Raise, a great pump, and artifact and enchantment removal. Knight of Grace, not a bad one. especially if you're against mono black. Sky Knight Squire is a serious consideration of an addition here. If you wanted to go more the Knights route, get rid of Arabelle, you could certainly do Sky Knight Squire because he's going to get 1/1 every time a little creature comes out and get more powerful. Brynhilder's a great red knight to add in case you need more card draw and more haste. Werefox Bodyguard, I want to talk about this specifically because this is a great combination play with Kinscare, because Werefox Bodyguard, when it enters, it is an Elf Fox Knight. When it hits the board, it's going to exile somebody. So when you're attacking and immediately play a card that kills, that exiles one of their blockers, you can absolutely pull a cool combat trick like that. And a Virtual Loyalty in case we need that instant knight, and then later on run that whole board down with the +1/+1 across the board to everybody. Not a bad way to do instant knight. So you can do a little bit more knight combination if you want to get away from the toys or anything like that, or you don't want to run Arabelle. Just doing it, you have a lot of options. You have a lot of build variety that you can do off this one. So really like this one. Ranked us up plat pretty well. Overall, got us out of plat hell and started into plat purgatory. Let's get into it, guys. If you want to watch me stream every night, twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch. Again, please check out Trexodaclyl's Twitch as well. He streams too, and he runs some great decks. This deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub, Moxfield. If you want to check that out, get a copy. My Discord link is in the description additionally, and I'd love to hear a comment. Leave a comment, tell me what you think. Make sure to like the video. I always like to hear what you think about it. Let's start that grind again. Here we go. Up the ranks. Kithkin Knights. Oh, you look like you got a bonus game, folks. Looks like you got a bonus game. It didn't let us exit. It didn't let us exit. That's not bad. Plat is awful. Yeah, Plat is the worst place in the world. If you don't know. If you don't know, now you know. Plat is one of the worst locations for any reason. It's horrible in Plat. It's called Plat Hell for a reason. I've had easier times in Diamond occasionally. Plat is interesting because Plat is interesting because it's where most people end up. I think probably the most people are in Platinum. So that is kind of the problem. Because you win 2 games no matter what. So when you win 2 games, you can kind of rank a little easier. And then when you can't rank any easier than that, when it starts getting serious, that's when you end up in Plat Hell. And so things get nuts. Oh, look at that. Okay, we'll take that. Because you get a little bit more grace in bronze, silver, and gold. So everyone kind of, if you're winning at a 50% rate, you're going to end up in plat. So you just have the biggest variety of people there. So you have to really grind to get out of plat, and then you have diamond, which is kind of the last step. But a lot of people don't leave plat, so it's the great filter, so to speak. Yeah, it's the great filter. Well, we owe Dirt Nymph a raid. We owed old Dirt McGirt a raid. We're going to go see her. Dirt McGirt. And then we'll get out of here. We'll be on tomorrow. Tuesday. We're probably going to do an early stream Tuesday for Alchemy. Trex, I'm going to be honest with you, Trex. Until I adjusted this deck was a fucking absolute fucking, was a stinker. It couldn't be more stinky and bad when I first ran it. It needed TLC. Because when I first ran it, I lost 5 in a row. They were beating the fuck out of me, man. They were beating me like I didn't even have a chance. It was like I went to a basketball court, and instead of playing basketball, the dude just beat my knees with a tire iron. Like, that's how bad it was. Requesting more Final Fantasy decks. Well, here's the thing. Final Fantasy is kind of mixed in with everything else. You'll probably see a Sephiroth deck again soon. Yeah, I haven't played him in a while, and the urge to play Sephiroth is gonna be rising. But I try to mix in kind of everything. Yeah. It's going to be interesting. Andres Cruz. You're going to see Final Fantasy cards. I don't think you're going to see a full Final Fantasy deck, so to speak. You're going to see the cards being very powerful and useful mixed in with the new ones. I don't think I'm ever going to run one that's just like all Final Fantasy cards, just because there's more. But you'll see them, especially Sephiroth. Especially Sephiroth. You know what? I kind of want to go back to Rakdos Wizards. We did get some Wizards. I do kind of want to go back to Rakdos Wizards because we did get some weird Wizards in Eclipse. So Kuja might be coming back. We did get some weird Wizards when it came to this. We got Ashling and we got Goliath Daydreamer. So, it's going to be a real question. We're going to see if we can do. If you see a UB card, you're out. Well, we're going to head off. We're going to go see Dirt McGirt. What was the other deck that I ran of yours I ran it like a week ago. Tracks, I can't remember. But we're going to go see Dirt McGirt. Thank you all for coming, guys. Make sure to like the video if you haven't followed that link up there. Tifa is great. Tifa is fantastic. Zidane, not so much. Tifa is insanely powerful. She's one of the best landfall cards that they've ever printed. Literally. Zidane, not really. Sephiroth, Tifa, Ebit Selk is very good. Cecil Dark Knight is very good. The Terra is occasionally used every now and again. The Esper one, people really like that one. Chocobos are pretty solid. Well, thank you all for coming. Good night, everyone. We're gonna go see the Dirt McGirt, and make sure you follow that link to the podcast, the Mono Black podcast. It's up tonight. Why did I unraid? Dirt Nymph. Why did it unraid? Boom. Okay, there we go. All right, folks, we're out of here. Good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.